Good morning. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. I'm so glad the sun is out and shining today. After this, I'm actually going to go on a run and enjoy some fresh air. I have some exciting news. Tomorrow morning, myself, Mrs. Bryant, and Mrs. Stolley, we are going to host a Zoom meeting. This is a meeting where all of you guys can click the link that I'm going to be posting in the comments below at 10 a.m. And then all our faces will be on a screen and we can talk to each other. This is something we're going to be doing 2 times a week. This is new to us, so we're going to give it a try tomorrow and see what happens. This is going to be a good time for you guys to ask questions and for us to give some answers as well. Today's focus in math is going to be subtraction. Subtraction is something that we see everywhere, and I know as an adult, I use all the time. Before I get started with a lesson, I always like to review place value when working with subtraction. In order to subtract correctly, you need to understand your place value. I'm going to always start every single subtraction problem all the way to the right of my page in the 1 spot. So if we look over here with the 2, that's in the 1 spot. And then we have the 5 in the 10 spot. The 3 is in the hundreds place. And then we have our comma that keeps everything nice and organized. We go over to the thousands place, 10,000s, 100,000s, and then finally our 1 is in the millions place. Our subtraction problems today will only go to the 10,000s place, but it's always important to stay super organized when subtracting. So let's get started with some practice. Get my pen, I want to use pink today. Here we go. So here's my problem. Again, I'm starting all the way to the right with 3 minus 0. We're going to start simple and then build from there. I always tell the students, act like a detective when doing math. Let's see if we can go 3 minus 0. Can we take 0 from 3? We can. So 3 minus 0 is 3. We move on to our tens place. 6 minus 5 is 1. Then 5 minus 4 is 1. Our correct answer on our first problem is 113. Let's go to the next problem. We're going to have to do a little bit of regrouping on this one. This goes to the thousands place, but once again, we're going to have to start all the way in the ones place to the right side of our paper. So here we go. I look at this. Can we go 1 minus 9? I don't think so. So let's go next door to the tens place and see if we can borrow some. Oh, it looks like I can borrow some from 4. So I'm going to cross out my 4. Instead of 4 tens, now we're going to have 3 tens. And we're going to regroup the 1 as 11. So now we can subtract. 11 minus 9 is 2. Can we go 3 minus 1? Yep. 3 minus 1 is 2. 6 minus 8, can we go 6 minus 8? Nope. So we have to go next door to the thousands place and go, hey thousands, can we borrow some? He said, sure. So now my 5 thousands is going to become 4 thousands. And we're going to group the 600s as 1600s. 16 minus 8 is 8. And then 4 minus 2 is 2. Our correct answer for the second problem is 2,822. A lot of 2's in that one. Our final problem I'm going to review with you today is going to be subtracting across zeros. There's a lot of zeros in this one. So let's look at the problem and break it down. Starting all the way in the 1 spot over here. Can we go 0 minus 4? If I'm a detective, I don't think I can take 4 from 0. Can I take 0 from 6? No. Can I take 0 from 5? I don't think so. So I have to go all the way out to the 1,000 spot to start regrouping. So I asked my 8, can we borrow some? He says, sure. So I cross out my 8, and my 8 becomes a 7. But do I still have to do a lot of regrouping? I sure do. So next I'm going to go to my hundreds place. And now I have 10 hundreds. And I can subtract 10 minus 5, but I have to give to my other place values. So I'm going to cross out my 10 and it becomes 900 now, but I'm going to group the tens place as 10 tens now. But I still have to regroup again. So I cross out my 10 and now I have 9 tens, and I'm going to regroup my ones place as the 10. Now I know I'm good to subtract. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. 9 minus 5 is 4. I place my comma. 7 minus 2 is 5. Now this time around, I want to check my answer to make sure it's correct. So I'm going to do the inverse. The opposite of subtraction is addition. So I'm going to take this part of my problem, 2,564, and I'm going to add 5,436 and see if I get 8,000. If I get 8,000, that means I can guarantee my problem is correct. I always tell my students to do the inverse because I don't know about you, but I always like to make sure that I get my problem correct because I like A's and not B's or C's, D's, or F's. So let's do the inverse together. I'm going to start. I have 4 plus 6 is 10. So I place my 0, carry my 1. 6 plus 3 is 9, add 1 is 10. I place my 0, carry my 1. I have 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Place my 0, carry my 1. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. Oh, guys, that's awesome. I have 8,000 here and 8,000 here, so I know 5,436 is the correct answer. Okay, on the next slide, I'm going to give some practice problems. So I want you to complete the practice problems today, and they're inverse as well, just to double, triple check that you're getting the questions done correctly. So go ahead and pause the screen when I show you this so you can write down the problems and complete them. You do not have to turn in these problems as of now. If I get word that I need to collect work and grades, I will definitely let you know as soon as possible. So here are the 6 problems I want you to do. Okay, I have one more problem, which is a word problem. You guys know how I love my word problems. Sometimes I start with SPACs at the beginning of the day, which is a word problem, or the WOOs, which some of you guys have 4 problems every day before class even begins. So here's the problem I have for you to work on as well. I'm gonna read it and then show it to you. Chris has 3,000 pounds of soil for his garden. He gives his friends 1,291 pounds of soil for his garden. How much soil does Chris have left? So here's this. Go ahead and give this problem a try too. Make sure you identify the key words that will tell you whether to add, subtract, divide, or multiply. Now, don't forget, tomorrow at 10 a.m., we are going to have the Zoom chat. Again, I'm going to post the link in the comment spot below, and I hope to see your faces. It'll be so nice to see you guys and talk to you tomorrow at 10 a.m. I hope you guys have a great day. Try to get outside and enjoy some sunshine. Okay, see ya. Bye.